Hey guys, I am here with Matt and Breckin from Robot Chicken. Gentlemen, I feel like you must have Comic-Con down cold at this point.
Yeah, I think I've been doing Comic-Con probably for 18, 19 years as a professional, and then even longer as a fan. I don't know about you.
I think this is my 6th year, something like that. So I'm still a virgin.
Right. You're still a youth.
Still learning.
Is there something, at this point, because you do go to so many of them, does it, it all feel familiar, or is there always something that's like, oh my gosh, look what we're looking at right now at this moment?
For me, New York Comic Con, I mean, the way it's grown has been amazing to me, because I grew up in New York and I would go to like the ones by Penn Station, and it was like maybe 100 people there, and the fact that there's hundreds of thousands of people showing up, or is it hundreds of thousands now? I feel like there's 100,000.
Right.
We'll just say that number works.
Close.
Yeah. But this place, it's huge, it's awesome, and it's home team. So for me, this is my favorite.
Breckin, do you have something you like to look for at Comic-Con? Is there something that
I honestly, I love the people watching. It's my favorite thing. Doing the panels, when we get to do them, is really fun, but the people watching aspect, even when we're doing interviews, my eyes get caught by shiny objects and people dressed in awesome costumes, and every year to see which way they can zombify the next superhero is great.
Yes. Yeah, you'll see some interesting mashups.
The
out
hybrids,
there.
yeah, the hybrids I think are my favorite things.
Yeah, I've seen some also interesting gender swaps that happens out there too.
Yep.
So Robot Chicken, the continuing saga. Yes, you guys have a holiday special. I was just discussing beforehand. Has an amazing title. Can you say this title?
Everybody
offhand?
keeps asking
Nope.
us to say the exact title. No, it's one of those really long ones that when you're asked to do an episode, like when was the last time I told you, like, hey, tell me the episode title for that random Alias episode?
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that. Like
Trinity. Just kidding.
But yeah, we just wanted to throw one out that was completely preposterous, and it's holidays, so it's all holidays, including Christmas and something.
Yeah, because the description says that it's not just even what we consider the holidays, as in December-ish. It's
all holidays.
It's
We
all
didn't want to discriminate. We figured why be Christian only.
right. So can you talk about some of the things that we might see in this holiday special?
We have Zeb as Zeb. Oh my God, I'm
I was
tired.
about to say it.
Yeah, we have Breckin as
His name's
Superman.
Wait,
Yeah,
did you just call me Zeb?
I know. Enjoy that one.
Jeez.
He's leaving.
Breckin,
I'm
it'll be
in
okay.
trouble. A Superman sketch where Superman moves next door to Santa Claus, and Santa Claus none too pleased about the fact that he needs a next door neighbor when there's so much room up there. He could have put it anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. We have a great Quantum Leap opening, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, a lot of fun stuff in
Sam,
this.
Ziggy, are they all make an appearance?
No, it's kind of a play with Quantum Leap with our nerd character.
Okay.
He's gotta work some things out.
Breckin, are there any other highlights from that holiday special?
I was just remembering the Superman Santa Claus one. That's I think my favorite.
It's two very important figures in our life.
Yeah. Also, I'm still smarting from him calling me Zeb.
Right.
Because if you know Zeb Wells, who's our writer-director, it's insulting to one of us. Yeah, probably both of us, actually.
Do you what is it like when you do one of these themed episodes, whether it be obviously something like Star Wars or DC or something like the holidays? Do you approach it differently, or is it things that maybe were percolating in your mind from before that kind of filter into this?
I think it helps center the writer's room a little bit more, where you're so spread out trying to think of anything when the writer's room's happening, where at least this gives you a little more focus. Yeah, I would say that would be the case. Do you disagree?
No, I think it's not necessarily easier, but yeah, you definitely have a path you're on as opposed to the crazy free-for-all that we normally have.
Yeah.
Now, I know.
Or you just write the sketch you always wanted to, but put snow in it. Call it the holiday special.
We've talked about this in the past, but your casting is so fun and just sort of outlandish as far as who voices what. For this holiday special, we have Zeb returning as Superman, but is there any other performances we should be looking for there?
Oh my God. I know Dan Milano's in this episode, who did Greg the Bunny. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who's in this episode.
Who's Santa Claus? It's not.
Seth MacFarlane's in this episode. Yeah, I should shout him out.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
I've heard of that guy.
It's nice of you to give him a gig.
Yeah.
He's
He's hurting.
Right.
He's in need.
Those 17 these bands don't pay for themselves.
Right.
I'm trying to think who else. It's all a blur. We shot it like 9 months ago, so
Okay.
Justin
Yeah.
Bieber, Scarlett
There you
Johansson,
go.
Chris Pratt, Anna Faris. None of these people are on our special.
But I bought that they were
but their
because these are
names-
people
yeah.
you get. Can you talk about beyond that the next season of Robot Chicken?
We actually start shooting, or we start writing the next season in about a month. So yeah, it's all gearing up, and we're just ramping up. So yeah, season 8 will be happening.
When you're not actively writing the show, do you try? You know, you're both busy guys. Do you try to like, put that on hold, or is it just you can't help it but think that make a good Robot Chicken sketch?
I think we're always talking about it, also because everybody in that writers' room we're all friends, and we all just talk to each other. So when someone says something funny, it's like we should remember that. I don't know if we ever do remember that.
Unless someone jots it down, we won't remember it. But Seth and I came up with something in the car on the way over here that is already now going to be one of my submitted sketches for the thing. It
Interesting.
involves being psychic and Sour Patch Kids.
All right.
It writes itself.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
You know, I also was thinking about, because we always wonder how your show is going to sort of respond to pop culture. I think about like way out. I'm like, one day there's going to be a really funny Robot Chicken episode 7 sketch. Like, do you guys start to think about that stuff too?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting that Star Wars is coming back out. So yeah, that opens the door to a whole new world for us. And yeah, it's also, we gotta wait and see it.
Right.
And also, but it's Disney, so it's different. So it's gonna be an interesting way to go. We'll see.
The show takes a while to make, and so you're not going to go for the topical, super topical joke. So is it, kind of looking at the landscape, do you have to decide, like, okay, if we're going to do this movie or TV show, will this resonate, if it's on the air a year from now?
Yeah, it's all about timing. I always come back to, we thought Pacific Rim was going to be probably the biggest thing, and I'm wearing the legendary shirt. And I know they're doing a second one, but we did like 5 sketches for Pacific Rim before it came out. And you realize very quickly, okay, will it be as big and relevant later in like 2 years? And it just makes it tricky. It's like, okay, instead of doing 5, maybe we should have done 2.
Right.
And it would have been a lot easier in that regard. But yeah, like Guardians of the Galaxy, it's gonna be fun to play with. Yeah.
I was thinking about Guardians. Anything else, Breckin, that you think?
There's gonna be. As you were talking about,
Sour Patch
I was
Kids?
like, there are gonna be so many Guardians of the Galaxy submissions from every writer under the sun. There's gonna be Rocky Rocket and Bullwinkle. There's gonna be all this stuff. It's gonna be insane.
A year from now, we will talk about
And a
these
year
sketches.
from now, they'll all be terrible. And I'll still be Zeb.
Zeb,
Yeah.
that. AKA Breckin. Pleasure talking to you guys as always. And
Yes.
thanks for more from Robot Chicken, more from New York Comic Con. Keep it here at IGN.